Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, Tariq. So, help me figure out Garion's master plan, okay? So, he wants to turn the world gold, alright? He likes gold, okay?
Yes.
Right? He wants...
Yes, he loves
I don't
gold.
know why he doesn't go rob the national, treasury. No, that's... Well, fuck, what's the one? Where do we keep all of our gold again?
You mean?
The Federal Reserve? Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, well, or whatever, right? So his plan is to use the dread driver, right? Create a bunch of pseudo dreads, right? And this will lead to his golden utopia, right? He's not creating like some type of gold beam, right? Like a gold beam, you know, that shoots and turns something to gold, Yeah, he doesn't have like a golden gauntlet where if he touches it, like
he's not doing the himself. Yeah, he's not doing the Midas touch. Yeah.
Like he's not even putting he's not even doing like a virus in the air. That if you sprinkle it, right, it turns stuff to gold. Right, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like magic rain or whatever the fuck, right?
Happening.
His plan is just to create a bunch of dread driver. This will create gold. So I don't understand how the fuck this works, I do not understand how the fuck all these fucking dread driver is supposed to equal gold, right?
Well, you see, by using the Isaac AI system, and this goes back to all the NVIDIA chips getting bought up. You can't make microchips without a little bit of gold, okay? And all that gold goes into the chips for Isaac, and all that.
Oh, he's using
and then
AI?
He just put those into the dread driver.
Oh, he's using. Yeah. Is he using AI to figure out the alchemy process? Right? Right? Because our human mind, right?
If I can...
Our feeble human flesh mind can only count so high, right?
Yeah.
At some point,
and that's why we have to use this AI that we discovered is actually made based off the consciousness of a presumably 13-year-old boy, maybe at best.
Right. That's how we're gonna create the super AI. Right? Now, if you told me this was the plot like 20 episodes ago, I would have been like, this makes no fucking sense. And the fact that we are now, episode 43. I'm not doing the title drop yet, right?
Yeah.
The fact that we're now in episode 43, and this is the big plan, right? This is like from when we first heard of Garion's plan in episode what was the first time we talked about wanting to make this?
20,
right,
25, right, something like that.
Yeah, right. And now, like 17 episodes later, the next step, right? It has taken us 17 episodes to find out what is step 2. I'm sure this is step 2, right?
Yeah.
Because step 1, build a giant, turn the world gold, right? All right. I mean, that's the goal. All right, how we're gonna get there, And this is the fact that this is the next step is. Hey, I'm gonna use AI. I was like, man, I don't understand. Boy, man, I hope actually AI, we're just gonna skip a bunch of steps to get to the end, because that's what it feels like at this point, is what they're using this thing to do, right?
I mean, they gotta skip steps because they don't have enough time.
Right? Well, no, we gotta focus on Sabimaru and his brother, stupid fucking trauma, right?
And once again, this feels like a story arc that should have happened at least 10 episodes ago. Where was this? Because also, this is an episode where we actually... All the jokes that we've been making about Sabimaru and Renge doing absolutely nothing to assist the team, if this led to something that developed where Sabimaru just uses the Gotch caliber for no fucking reason, just is like, yeah, I guess I don't need this transformation device anymore. You can play with it, Sabimaru. Don't run with scissors, but here's a fucking knife. Sure, whatever, fuck it. Now in the last 7 episodes, like, Sabimaru did something? Holy shit.
Oh, man, really good, man, this is the big payoff, This has been, right, I was like, man, he's a supporting cast. Like I said, I do not give a fuck about the supporting cast, right? Right, he's like the supporting cast, right? Because the main cast, right, because the main cast is obviously Rine, Spawner, and Ichinose, and I would put
Ichinose, yeah,
and I would put Minato as the supporting cast. Like he's actually relevant,
right,
because he's a teacher, right? He has to approve all this stuff.
And now, we got we still haven't. Okay, we're doing all this stuff about Sabimaru. We haven't even Lachesis and Kyoka are just fuck all who knows.
Look, I think Kyoka is taking Lachesis out on a mother-daughter spawn day, to let her get that real feel of humanity, right? Kyoka was never able to do this with Spawner, right? To take him out on a mother-son spawn day because he think is lame, and that no boy wants to hang out with his mother, or his adopted mother figure, right? Right? He thought that was lame, and so now Kyoka's finally getting her
mother figure. Yeah.
Yeah. Now Kyoka's finally getting her chance. Like, oh yes, yes, I finally get to have my mother-daughter spa day that I've been wanting, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I do not know. Like I said, I do not know how we're gonna reach the end goal of the show. I
mean, the plane's gotta crash. But yeah, all planes come down to the ground, whether it's on purpose or as a fucking crash.
Right. Hey, it's Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 43, mind you. Love, Sorrow, and AI. The power to erase hate. Hey, we leave off where we left last episode with our main secondary rider. I need to remind you. The first ever female secondary rider in the 50-long year of Kamen Rider history, right? Being not a proactive character in this episode. She is literally
had to write her off.
Literally and figuratively just sticking in one place this episode, frozen in one place.
I also want to point out, with that, once again, my joke from last week that clearly Ichinose is the greatest alchemist that has ever lived. Even their teacher can't fucking get them free. Yeah, he's the only one that can make such a powerful alchemical spell. Oh man, my alchemy, it's too strong. I'm sorry.
I need to be careful with this dry ice I got laying around, right?
Yeah. Sure hope I don't trip and fall.
No, man, it's really important. This is such a pivotal moment right now, right? I need to free these students, right?
I need to be extra careful.
Yeah, Rene needs to go down there and help, right? She has a secondary rider for her, right?
She can go down there and help them with this magical, unauthorized 102nd chemi that was made.
Mm-hmm. No, he immediately trips. He trips. Like an actual sitcom. Look, I was hoping that they would do a close up of his foot, on a piece of paper or something, right, to justify this. But no, he just straight up trips like an idiot. He literally walks over his own feet, right, and be like, "Whoops, spilled this."
I will say, even though I just said that we don't know where Kyoka and Lachesis are, it would have been funny if at the end we just came back and Kyoka, Lachesis, Atropos, Clotho, Kajiki, inexplicably, because he's always there, they all were just frozen in the fucking classroom. They just kept.
Oh man, it just keeps adding on, right? Like people keep trying to add to. It's like that episode, like that moment in the Simpsons episode where Lisa gets gum stuck in her hair, right? And then everyone in the town starts putting random shit in her hair, like, I just like get rid of gum, right? Mm-hmm. Then meanwhile, the real plot of the show is, hey man, this 102nd Chemi is really pretty fucked up, right?
Yeah. And it's just like man, I don't know why they still have Arumi around. Mm-hmm. I don't know why Aluminum Girl is still around. Like, don't keep the child around for the interrogation of her teacher caretaker as to what the fuck crazy.
What do you mean? We need Spawner to hang out with someone this episode, right? Well, we don't. Spawner only works well in pairs, right? He can't hold up a scene by himself. He needs some character to.
I mean, to be fair, he can't hold. As is proven in this episode once again, Spawner's best, most efficient use of his character is to send him out to go babysit and / do search and rescue, I guess.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right, and then meanwhile Garon's in the fucking forest doing his stupid thing.
Yeah, Garion's in the forest. He's unfortunately with the power of you marked off your secret invisible lab with tied rope. I now know exactly.
Oh man, was that what it is? I was like so confused on what the fuck this scene was happening. I was like, oh, that's what it was.
I think he just found found the way that they, because he worked at the lab before, so I guess he knew the way in which they marked themselves to find which cluster of random trees is the cluster of random trees where the invisible fortress is held.
Mm-hmm. I guess so. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Right? Yeah. I love how when they sent Spawner out to look for the tree, he finds the birds like, yes, this is definitely the work of Gary. I was like, I don't fucking care. Ignoring the fact that he's sitting, ignoring the fact that Gary is sitting 20 feet on a log from him, right? I don't understand how you seeing this burnt piece of rope is Gary. I was like, if it was tainted in gold or it was turtle gold, I'd be like, Garyon's work. But this is just a burnt piece of rope that just burnt off. There was no indication this is Garyon's fucking being here, right?
It has to be Garyon. There's no other villains that could possibly be, except for the two remaining Dark Kings, either two of the remaining Abyssalus sisters.
100 could have showed up, right?
100 could come back. I don't know.
Right? The fact that you just see this burnt piece of rope and be like, yep, this is Gary. I was like, man, it's fine. You should not be
that Key and Peele. It's like the Key and Peele sketch where he he's the greatest detective of all time and he has to go in and the only way he can catch the perp is by doing all the same things as the perp. He's like, oh yeah, yes, this is grade A semen. Yes, this must be our perp.
Right? It's just the fact that Garen was sitting 20 feet away from him makes his entire detective moment, right? He's like, oh yeah, this is Garen Fong completely invalidated too, right? I was like, oh man, it's so fucking, it makes him look so much more fucking lamer,
Do you think Garen was just watching him? You just really wanted to see how Spawner reacted and just wanted to watch him like a weirdo?
It's just so fucking funny. The fact that he was just sitting 20 feet away from him this entire time. I don't know why Spawner was even looking at this bro. He could have seen him within his vision as he was walking up. If you think about it, right?
He probably should have, yeah.
The fact that the first thing he knows, he's not gonna notice Gary on that side. He's like, oh yeah, this rope. Yep, this is it. Right?
This is the key. I figured out exactly the clue I needed. Meanwhile, back at fucking Sibling Abuse Central, Sabimaru and his brother, we can't even call him just Sabimaru. What? No, Suruhara is the last name. So yeah,
Keiichi? I think Keiichi is the brother.
Keiichi or Kenichi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They is.
Oh yeah, we find out the backstory.
Absolute. Yeah, the backstory is, first we find out the backstory of how Kamedon got created, quote unquote, which is just, hey, maybe these kids shouldn't have chemistry supplies in the library. They're fucking up. And maybe they shouldn't have access to them. Why are we experimenting with not experimenting on children, experimenting with children. Mm-hmm. Right?
None of these kids were none of these were wearing proper safety measures too, right?
No, there's no safety precautions there. Just two kids with alchemy rings that had all of the ingredients to potentially create new life, which seems incredibly irresponsible.
Yeah.
But we also find out that Isaac, the fucking goddamn tablet that could have been a VTuber, that Sabimaru uses to communicate better with people, is made from an AI that his brother made when they were children, that's based on his personality, which, by that logic, is Isaac is speaking in the tone of voice of a 12-year-old boy. Right? That's what, because it's not like it got it, unless we're on Isaac 13, and Isaac 13 stands for how many years it's been since he made Isaac. It's still just 12-year-old Kenichi's fucking version of himself being the one that's talking. Which explains why Isaac talks like a little shit.
Yeah. This makes sense when you put it like that. I didn't think about it like that. That's great. Oh, fuck. Also, boy, man, the fact that Sabimaru is getting bullied in, this research fair, Man, I feel like there should be adults, right? If this was like an at-home situation or like a school, like an act like he went to public school, getting bullied. Yeah, it makes sense, but in like a right because after that these kids are raised on site in this facility, you're like they don't have an actual house, a home to like at the end of the day they go sleep in their white rooms, right? Hey,
oh yeah, 100%.
Right,
This also feels like they should have like.
Yeah, I mean, once again, going back to how based on the fact there was no adults watching them doing these illegal, highly dangerous, explosive experiment. Yeah, he did not tell an adult about. Hey, yeah. So I'm just gonna test subject 15 was being real mean to me. Right? Right? It's I don't.
Yeah.
Right? Can you do something about that? Right?
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, hey, but the brother Keiichi realized, hey, do you know how you make a turtle way cooler than it actually is? Hey, fucking give it a
Put
gun.
guns on it.
Right? Put some blasters on that thing, right?
Yeah.
I want to see a turtle with a giant cannon on its back.
I want to see a turtle.
Right?
I want to see a turtle with a giant.
Cool, right?
I want to see a tank turtle.
Yeah.
I want to see it
and
launch
then they do
that
experiment, and I fucking lose it here. I was like, what the. This experiment scene is actually just so bad, right? Okay, yeah.
And they just have turtles and random shit and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, look, kids love turtles with guns, right? That's the coolest thing for them. Yeah. Man.
But they have 2 turtle models, like 2 wooden turtle things. Where's the gun? You need to find a gun if you're going to use the turtle for reference. You need a gun for reference.
Mm-hmm. Look! The chemicals that they spill on it will be. It's the model. Man, I'm rewatching the scene where they're doing the experiment again. Man, the fact that their secret lab is in the is just like in a public library setting. It's fucking crazy. There's like this is such a unsterilized hazardous environment for them to be doing this. There's like so many. They're literally surrounded by flammable objects. Right? Like if the fact that that child Sabimaro did not cause a fire with this, was a miracle. Right?
Or an acid burn or something.
Yeah. Right. It's in order for them to aren't wearing safety precautions too. Right? I mean, the fact that I'm also gonna assume that this room that they just poured this experiment, this chemical in, had no security camera, right? So that's how they were able to get away with this, and no one else who was there was like, hey, wait a minute, didn't these two flash had more liquid in them when I left?
Also, I mean, well, because clearly, I guess none of the children spoke up until Kenichi had the brilliant idea of making AI that speaks for the children.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. And meanwhile, Spawner he's just losing it. It's real bad. He cannot defeat this golem. This golem is too strong.
The golem is strong. If only Spawner was able to get even one single dub by himself.
Oh yeah. Look. He needs. Hey, look. He should do like what they did with Dragon Ball and go GT. Right? I bet. Right? Just get a little boost, right?
What?
Like
you
that.
mean like have Lacus's drive up with a fucking car with a radio dome on it and blast him?
Yeah, that would help. Anything to power him up, right?
Yeah. Juice him up, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Ichigo has to come in and save him or whatever the fuck. Right.
Yeah, he comes in and he rainbows all over the golem.
Yeah. Sarimaru decides to confront his brother. I feel like this is stuff that he definitely should have said earlier, and now he's waiting. Yeah, now he's waiting.
Well, when you're constantly being bullied and belittled by your older brother, who is just making you feel like complete shit. Also, I want to say that I feel like they're trying to. So. First of all, I guess he does and doesn't, confront his brother, because I guess at first it seems like he is confronting his brother, and then we realize that it's a fucking hallucination that Garion's doing to him, to Kenichi, but Kenichi's entire, I understand that Kenichi's supposed to be oh, I only was shitty and dismissive and talked down to you because I felt bad about taking credit for your work or whatever. But that doesn't really make any goddamn sense, dude. And you're Samimaru looks like he is afraid that you will strike him again. Every single time that you talk to him. Every time you look at him a certain way, he goes, ah! You fucked this kid up. You knew that he had, anxiety issues, and you continue to belittle him and break him even more. I don't know. I think you're just bad. This is not Samimaru's, responsibility to mend this relationship. You got shit to apologize for.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And then once again, of course, being no security on this illegal development laboratory, Garrett just walks in and be like, hey, man, where's that super AI? Right? Yeah. Hey, where's that AI?
If I can just get what... Also, if Garyon... Okay, it's also so stupid because Garyon already had Sabimaru, right? When he had... And put him in... Literally, Sabimaru was the first Dread, right?
Yeah.
He could have... If he wanted the fucking AI, he could have just taken Isaac then. He could have just taken Isaac.
When he could have made Isaac the first Dread. Did he have Isaac with him at that time?
No, he didn't. Sabimaru lost Isaac when... But I'm just saying, if the end goal was just to kidnap Isaac, to use Isaac, the AI tablet, to replicate all this, it's not like he stole every single tablet in the school. He stole one tablet and went, I'm gonna make more AI based off this one tablet. He had access to a tablet with Isaac before, when he fucking...
when he took over the school?
Boy who had the...
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have taken... He could have either kidnapped the boy that has the tablet and make the boy into Dread, or he could have just taken the tablet and made the tablet into Dread.
Yeah, you know what? He also gonna kidnap the boy and told him, hey, give me the tablet if you want your friends back. Give me your stupid little iPad, right?
Yeah.
Right. He had so many better opportunities, right, to get Isaac than up until now, right? Right? It's almost as if he did not come up with this plan until 2 months ago. Be like, oh, when
suddenly he realized he didn't have a plan,
was falling. Because I assumed that Garyon was having a Loki situation, when he was inside Jermaine, right? He just kept falling into the forever abyss, right? And at that point, they throwing down. After 20 minutes, 2 hours of screaming, he was like, man, maybe AI is a good thing. Maybe I should look into...
Maybe I should stop... Yeah, I mean, I did make 3 artificial girls. I might as well just skip the whole, why go alchemical with it when I could literally just buy an NVIDIA chip?
Yeah,
maybe AI is the future, man.
ChatGPT has some good merits to use, right? Hey, if I ever get out of this infinite void abyss, I mean, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put my money into ChatGPT. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he gets the Isaac thing. Was like, oh, okay, man, there's a lot of man. He is doing so much work to get this Isaac. Right?
Yeah. And then he just fucking okay, cool. So when we saw the preview of this episode, I thought the big moment of, I guess, emotion and catharsis and dramatic irony was going to be that Sabimaru's brother was going to get turned into Dread, just like Sabimaru did, and Sabimaru was going to have to fight him or kill him or something or blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it was going to be this whole thing that comes full circle. Yeah. No. It's just your brother. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to turn him into this abomination amalgam that is based off a chemi you drew when you were in fucking elementary school and still pissing your pants. And then I'm just gonna turn your fucking tablet into robot Dread.
Hey, look, Dread's back. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, look, after so many episodes,
just in time.
Yeah. Hey. Also, the best thing about this, after this episode aired, they finally announced the Dread figure arts. To be released.
Oh, great. We're finally getting Dread.
Hey, P Bandai though. Fuck yeah, so fuck it. Right? I'm fucking mad. I was kind of...
Yeah, of course it's P Bandai.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, fuck. Hey, December. Hey, if you already have it, go pure your Dread figure arts, right? And the worst part about that Dread figure arts, they did, it is just purely the figure. So that means they were gonna resell that mode. They were gonna get the most value out that mode when they re-release that mode again, but with Type 1, 2, and 3, you know. So right.
Oh God, are they? That's fucked up if they do it that way.
I feel like that's what they have to do. I feel they're going to release that Dread figures 3 different times, you know, right? Because there's no way they're going to make it like a clip-on, you know, like you clip on the fucking Type 1 and 2. They have to release them as separate modes, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, hey, look, Dread is back. This is the big reveal of the big thing that they've been working on since Dread's first appearance. That hey, yeah, Dread was always a empty husk. But now we put the super.
Yeah, now it's a grunt suit.
Yeah. Hey, this is the Dread Trooper, not the Dread Trooper from Revice, you know, the different one, the different troopers, you know, right?
Yeah. Different.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Alex is back.
Everything in Gotchard is its own unique thing.
They did not like repaint this, right? They did not repaint the suit or make like look like some shitty mass-produced version.
There's nothing that indicates that it's more generic than the regular just Dread suit.
Right, yeah, no, it is just straight up the Dread suit. It's just Dread. That Dread suit is perfect. You know, look, you can't go wrong with this Dread suit.
Look,
you know?
we can't ruin it. We've already made perfection.
Right, yeah, but yeah, now it's alive. It is sentient and it wants to kill. It does what all AI will eventually do: replace all humans and as the dominant species on Earth.
And see us as we are obsolete and must be purged.
Right, this Dread suit will figure it out. But don't worry, but just some of your stupid little laser gun is not working. You know, right?
Yeah, the card shooter isn't enough. So here, take this transformation device. That remember Super Gotchard? You remember that? No. Well, don't worry. Neither does does
quickly
the rest of every
learn
other
how
power.
to use the sword and fight for your life. You know.
Yeah.
I thought
Saibaro might.
I understand that the X card caliber or whatever the fuck.
X Gotch caliber. Yeah.
Yeah. Can separate body from the soul. But I was like, I don't think this works for this situation. I don't understand. Right, I don't think it works in this unless you're gonna separate the iPad from the Dread driver. Right, it's the only thing I can think of.
Maybe he just needs the magnets from the X-Gotch caliber to fry the Isaac.
But I was like, man, you have a lot of faith in Sabimaru, right? The most timid person within the entire group.
He didn't give him like, again, in terms of like how this could have worked, how this could have been like some kind of poetry to it, right? The X-Gotch caliber was first used to get Sabimaru out of Dread, right? So if Sabimaru got the X-Gotch caliber and like and Hotaro gave him like UFO X and went the fight with UFO X and like Sabimaru used the like level 10 chemis or something because he's just that bonded with chemis and knows all that much about chemis.
Yeah.
That might be a thing. That is not what happens.
No.
He just swings around a children's toy with a big fucking X on it until the evil death robot stops attacking him.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah, then meanwhile, Spawner is looking for a small child who got herself stuck in a burning building.
Not Sabimaru, who could have gone looking for it, which would make more sense. And instead we could have Valverad do something and fucking fight
the Valverad suit, you know, due to the fact that it's using the fire, the Gotchard igniter as the big, it can handle the heat, you know, right?
No, it's the Valverad driver.
But it's still using isn't it still using that Gotchard?
No, it's its own thing. It's their own thing. They keep saying it's different. It's different. It's not the same thing.
Okay, sure, let's go with that.
Yeah. They send firefighter Spawner in to go save a small child that has been dissing him the entire time, which I feel like is supposed to be like some kind of emotional thing, but it just feels funny that like basically Spawner just gets bitched by a little kid this entire 2-episode arc.
Right, right, yeah. And then meanwhile, man, it also occurred to me that, hey, you know what? I feel like it should have been Sabimaru that's fighting his brother, right?
Probably.
Right, and then him
doing
the Gotchard caliber thingy of separating mind from
Yeah.
body from soul, or whatever the fuck, you know?
Yep. Oh, hey, let's talk about mind and soul and stuff. Because while Kenichi is the Kamedon fucking amalgam, so he's having this whole like cathartic breakdown, right, and admitting all of his wrongdoings to Saimaru, which again seems a little too late, my guy. You basically made a school shooter out of this kid. We're just lucky he hasn't done it yet. But there's a point where I thought that we were seeing him untransform because it was supposed to be like metaphorical, and he was just, we were seeing the man on the inside that's like trying to convey these things. No, he actually transformed out of being the amalgam and is just kicking and beating Gotchard on the ground. A bare-fisted human is just kicking the shit out of our Kamen Rider while he's on the ground. Great.
I don't know.
Really stellar stuff.
Look, Ichinoze doesn't fight humans, He only fights amalgams, right?
Right. And the people that are inside them.
Yeah, right, yeah. Like
hey, remember when there was
really
a fucking
weird, right?
killer?
I feel like this
when there was an
entire
arsonist
moment
that was
should have been Kenichi fighting Samimaru just while Ichinoze deals with like, oh man, this mass-produced dread guy. Wait, it doesn't have a human host. I can just rainbow fever kick the shit out of him right now, right? I feel like this entire moment
to be
should
fair,
have been that,
I think
right?
Samimaru has a closer relationship with Isaac than he does with his actual fucking blood brother.
That is true, right? He has been hanging around that Aeon for the last 10 years of his life, or something, or whatever the fuck. Right, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, but meanwhile, hey, look, Ichino is using smart tactics while Kenichi is distracted and speaking his heart out, and trying to make up with his brother.
Yeah.
Hey, rider kick!
Kicks the shit out of him.
Hey, jump to the sky!
Now
Turns into a rider kick, right?
Yeah, now that he's got emotions, I'm gonna go and kick his ass.
Yeah, I think it's just real funny how Ichigo just comes in out of nowhere and does the fucking rider kick, right?
Sucker! What is the kick equivalent of a sucker punch? A sucker kick? There's no such thing as a sucker kick, but like, this is what I would define as one, where someone just hits you in the square in the chest with a kick, like without warning and just like blindsides you.
Yeah, and he gets the Kamidon. He gets the Kamidon fucking card,
Hey, it's just like you were worried about. It's a fucking 0.
Mm-hmm. Right, and then and now we unlock the literal tier 0 listing of Kemi cards now, or whatever the fuck, yeah. And Samiru can use the power of Kamidon.
And then Kamidon escapes into the fucking sky. And it's just loose. It just goes wherever the fuck it wants.
Look, it's a roaming. It's a roaming Kemi now, right? It's you gotta.
Wait, it has cannons. It's a turtle with guns. That can't be free. Again, this goes back to like the power level, the power scaling of Kemis are like, hey, we've got a plant. We also have the literal god of thunder, Zeus. We also have a magician. Ooh. Also, the actual concept of meteors. Actual fucking meteors. Every single planet is in here. But we also have a cell phone. Ooh. What the fuck?
Yeah. But don't worry, look, whenever Samimaru would need him, I guess Kamidon will appear, it's kind of like Ash's Charizard, right? After he let it go, and Ash is like, hey, Charizard, I need you. Hey, I need you against the fight against this Blaziken. I don't know what the fuck a Blaziken is,
Please.
Right?
Yeah. I need a flying type move.
Right? Do you know any flying type move, Charizard? Right? It's gonna use Sky Uppercut.
Don't use Seismic Toss this time.
Right? Yeah. But I guess Kamidon would show up whenever they need him now, I guess, is what's implied. Right?
I guess. Until my day comes again.
And then meanwhile, Spawner remembers he's in the episode.
Oh yeah, Spawner comes out with it. Like they just have him. He's just What the fuck, man?
Look, he's a real hero, right? He's saving children, you know? While Ichigo was fighting a monster, Spider was at least saving human life, you know, like a true Kamen Rider, you know? Right?
Yeah, hey, if I've learned anything from My Hero Academia, the main thing is to save people and not to fight. Even if we're going to turn, even if we do, the only way that we are able to save people is by turning one of our enemies into literal dust, beating him into dust.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, hey, look, the building's on fire. I don't know. I guess there's fire.
The building burned down. The Congo Institute is fucked up. All the kids are homeless again. Mommy should go to jail immediately for just child endangerment. Let alone, forget all the alchemy stuff. Just child endangerment. She should go to fucking jail.
Yeah. And then we finally go home, and then, everyone has been stuck there. You know, right?
They've been stuck there for the last 4 hours. Renge has pissed her pants. Minato shit his pants. And Renge is there just trying to breathe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it turns out this entire time, they had to use the stupid fucking little eraser. The eraser
yeah,
fucking...
Yeah, just use the eraser. Yeah.
It was just
if there. Only we knew.
Oh, man. It turns out, if you made a mistake, you use the eraser to get rid of it. Oh my god, I didn't know what to think of that.
Oh, just Control Z. Oh, man, the eraser can erase the effects of my stupid fucking alchemy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They could have done that right before. Also, Sawamaru was with them when they, got paralyzed, right? So Sawamaru could have just, if he knew it was there, he could have just done it.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah. Yeah, so he, look, he made up with his brother, you know, right? He's...
sure, I guess.
Everything's good for him. Hey.
Everything's good. Garyon has a new chair that was made by child labor. Still feel very scared watching Garyon interact with Atropos.
Mm-hmm. But look, then like I said, then finally was it? Klautos is mad that she never gets praised, you know, right? Is she the middle sibling? Right? Was it Klautos or Lactus?
That's what the implication. I think that's what the implication is. It's either that she's the middle or the youngest. Exactly what
right. Let's fuck. Well, let's see. Abyssal sister. Boop boop. All right. Yeah. Sure. Three dark sisters. Sure. I don't give a fuck. All right. Let's see. So let's figure out who the fuck is the oldest. Okay. Yep. Okay. So Atropos' eldest sister. Klautos is the second sister. And Lactus is in fact the youngest.
Okay, so Lactus is the youngest one.
Okay, yeah. So Klautos is having middle child syndrome, you know, right?
It's Clotho in the middle.
Yeah, you know, look, the youngest one ran away, you know, right? Ran away, got her hair dyed, yeah, you know, right? Yeah. Right.
She gets to go out and have Rumspringa. She always gets to get away with things.
Mm-hmm. Right. The oldest one
she's the baby.
Yeah, the older one is receiving praise. You know, right? And all I got was a shirt. Well, was a new dress, you know, right? And I don't even like this dress, you know, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like I said, Garyon made his stupid little AI fucking thing.
Yeah, he's making his army of AI bots. Twitter bots are
this will help him create the city of gold. Once again, I don't understand how this is going to achieve.
The transitive property here does not seem to carry, but I guess we'll find out. Hey, don't worry, but next week we're spending an episode on something actually important. We fucked up Kajiki. We fucked up Kajiki a lot. It might be bad. We might have done irreparable brain damage to this point.
Mm-hmm. All right. Here's this week's producer blog notes. Let's see. Going back to let's see how, like always, how reading this blog can make us feel angry about the behind the scene production of the show, right?
Let's see. What do we got here? What's this week? It's Dret. Oh, what the fuck? Dread Trooper. It's not even Dread Trooper. It's Dret Trooper or Dread Trooper.
Sure. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Blah blah blah. Tie into the movie. That movie's separate. I don't give a fuck.
Type military. What the fuck is type military?
I think that's the mass-produced version, right?
I guess.
Okay.
And then there's... I'm sorry. shooting scenes for both the movie and the TV series in the same day. This year, they decided to film the entire movie all at once between the filmings of episode 43 and episode 4. So did they... I'm sorry, are they trying to tell me that they filmed an entire episode, or an entire movie, in between these two episodes, like this episode and next week's episode? That's insane. That can't be good. That's not a good sign.
They might have had a lot of time in between productions, so, right... Hey, look, next week they remember that there's a plot to the show, and that they have to go back to the plot, Fucking great. Yeah, May's back on the main axis. Jesus Christ. Yeah, boy, yeah. No more focusing on side characters and their stupid journey, right?
Yep.
Irrelevant. I don't look. Hey, good job for the kid. But I don't care about who plays the kid, Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else relevant from this blog post that's relevant for us to talk about. Yeah. But yeah, sure. Hey, next.
It's just a bunch of stupid shit.
Hey, next week. Hey. Look, we got Renge's character focus episode. Well, we got Samimaru's character focus episode. We got Samimaru's. Hey, time to run up the rest of the back.
Now it's time for.
Time to run with the rest of the background cast. It's Kajiki's turn,
Ignoring
the fact that we already had a 2-episode arc focusing on him, but he forgot about it, so it doesn't count, That's their reasoning. He forgot. We wiped his memory.
Kajiki, he's got the brain scramblies. We gotta fix him.
Yeah. Next week he will learn about the world of Kamen Riders, or whatever the fuck. Sure, why not? Fine.
Yeah, again.
Yeah, and don't invite him to the Alchemist Society. I guess after this, or maybe they won't. Who knows? All right.
I think his brain is too Swiss cheese to figure out alchemical equations.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about this week's episode, or are we done?
I think that's it.
Hey, look, Twig, look. There's only 7 episodes left, or something. Hey, look. I don't know if you saw, but all of Gab's like auxiliary form was revealed over the weekend, right?
Yeah, the first 4. Yeah, the first 4 forms or whatever.
Yeah. Boy, man, I love that potato chip form. It's fucking peak as fuck. Holy shit, I fucking love that.
I gotta look back at them. I was more thinking about the fucking marshmallow one because it just reminds me of Pierce's pillow Iron Man suit from fucking Community.
What is it? Someone made a post about. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. Hold on, let me get a screenshot. Hey, let me quickly get a screenshot of them. Boop, boop.
Okay, we got the popping gummy. Yeah, the chip. Yeah, the chip one is pretty great. The chip one is that's Pringles all the way. But yeah, Fuamello form just looks like Pierce from Community.
Oh, I think the marshmallow form is the laziest one of all. They did absolutely nothing with this one. I feel like that form needs some color accent, right? That form definitely. Yeah. I don't like how it's just like a big puffy marshmallow. That form definitely needs some color accent on it. Yeah. The chocolate form is pretty cool. Right, but hey, we'll say, we'll talk. Hey, we will watch the form and rate the forms when they actually show up. Right? It's too early. That's season 2. Yeah, right. That's right. That's when we go 100%. Right? Is when we'll talk about Gab's.
That's when we really commit to it. Then.
Yeah. All right. Is that it for this week's episode?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, that's it. All right. Okay, thanks, bye.
Hey, Austin,
Yeah.
Story today. The real hell of one.
Oh man, is this live? Is this developing as it happens?
As of 2 days ago, I don't know how it's going to pan out.
Okay. Oh boy. But Okay.
So.
Oh gee. Okay. Boy, is this coughing related to the story?
No, it's not coughing related.
Okay.
I travel around for various clients of my particular employ that we do stuff for some pretty notable, you might say, groups. I'm just going to say, I'm just going to type in the chat the name of a union, and we're just going to refer to it as the union. Right now.
Sure.
So
okay.
I don't have to.
You're
careful about.
You have to keep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So, this union had its national convention recently in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Right.
Okay. Sure.
Always sunny in Philadelphia. Very hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's very hot right now. Right.
Took the train up there. Had some fun. Riding the train, taking a choo-choo, hey, the hotel.
Yeah. Everyone loves trains,
just
right?
a 20-minute, just a 20-30. Oh, you know who really loves trains? Our current president.
Okay. Yeah.
The reason I bring this up, is to say, I've done a few of these of their national yearly conventions a couple of times now, and they really like to get whoever the leading Democrat is or whatever, somebody in the politics game running for president, somebody or who is already in the office, come on and say, hey, union, we support you. You're the lifeblood of our country. Some a whole bunch of bullshit, right?
Yeah.
In the past, they've had Kamala Harris speak. They've had Jill Biden speak.
Okay.
That one was through that was a fucking Zoom call, I guess, or something. She was on a background. That wasn't. She didn't come in person that time.
Okay.
But I say all this to say, so it's a union, right?
Yeah.
And and they tend to have some pretty VIP speakers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what happened? What do you think would cause a VIP speaker to choose to not come to that union?
Boy, let's see. Boeing? Were they on a Boeing flight? Right?
That's a good one. That might be it, but no, it's not that.
Let's see. What do
you think would be what's such a disastrous thing that could happen to a union, that they would not be, that it would fundamentally force the president or his staff to go, ooh, we can't go there now.
I'm gonna assume, since we're in such a hot debated time right now, right? Because it's that year, it's that season, someone else got voted in and took over, right? Someone came in and be like, hey, I'm the new president now. Right?
Boy, hey, voting, sir, the voting, that sure does sound, that sure is relevant. Yeah, so we were there to do their national election. They get the delegates there. It's just like, the DNC and the RNC. This just happens to be the TNC. Some of those people who work in a certain line of work, it's their national convention.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that election didn't happen.
Okay.
Because about an hour and 20 minutes in, the staff of the union, not the union members, but the staff who manage the union, all went on strike.
Oh, okay.
In the middle of the fucking convention, and shut everything down. And so the entire
I feel like that's
so I'm just gonna share a couple,
right? For
you had a strike, and your union got out-unioned by another union. So let me take you through this entire journey that I've been on for the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Which was like 2 weeks ago, my boss gets a call because we've had this thing on the schedule for a while. We knew that we were having this election.
Yeah.
Says, oh, hey, our contact, our guy over there, he contacted us. He said, ooh, yeah, the staff are getting kind of pissed. They're threatening to strike. It could be a problem. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. so does that mean I don't have to go to Philadelphia? And he's like, well, I don't know. I'm like, okay, cool, but like if I don't have to travel and I can just like stay home, because also this took place on the 4th of July. I had to I spent my entire 4th of July going to the train and then riding the train and then getting to Philadelphia where they didn't have any fireworks. So I got there. So that's 2 weeks ahead, right?
Yeah.
Then the week before, my boss is like, hey, our guy says Wednesday, if they're cool by Wednesday, it's gonna be cool. And I'm like, okay, I guess. And so Wednesday comes and goes. It's radio silence. I go, so I guess we're going. And my boss is like, I guess we're going. And he goes in, or like before anybody else. He goes in the Sunday before of the week of the 4th. Like he goes in the Sunday at the start of the week. He goes there, takes care of a smaller election for them, for their retirees, and I asked him before I leave on Thursday, because I waited until the absolute last minute to buy my train ticket, because 100%, the minute somebody says, yeah, they're threatening to strike in the middle of their election, I go, I don't think I have to go to this election. I don't think this is going to happen. Yeah. And he's like, no, I mean, the first election went by fine. It seems like they're okay. I think we're still doing this. I'm like, damn, I guess I gotta ruin my 4th of July. So,
hey,
4th of July rolls around.
Look, things change, right?
Things change. Things can change in a matter of seconds, it turns out.
I don't think it will go well the second time, right?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? So, Molly drops me off at Union Station. I hop on a train. I go down to, go up to Philadelphia, and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And I get there, and then I ask my boss, hey, we getting dinner or something? And he goes, oh, I would, but they still haven't approved the ballot design.
Yeah.
Because apparently they're dealing with more threats of a strike again. And I went, well, I thought this was over. I thought we said it wasn't going to happen. Why am I, why are you still stuck waiting for stuff if they said they're not going to strike, but you're saying that they're bothering you because you're not able to do stuff because they're threatening to strike?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It takes and my boss 2 hours later meets us at dinner and goes, so apparently, right as they started the actual convention today, they threatened to go on strike for real. And I just looked at my boss and, our coworker, I'm like, so what the fuck does that mean for us? He's like, I don't know. We still have to get up and act like everything's normal. I'm like, so I still have to get up at fucking 6:30? Or actually, I have to be down in the convention hall at 6:30 a.m.? He's like, yep, I guess so.
Oh, man. I mean, I feel like anyone else at that point would say, be like, hey, go enjoy the city, right? Check out the view.
I would have gone, yeah, I would have slept the fuck in. But I did, we did our job, we had all our shit together, we left the hotel at 6:30, walked over to the convention, met our guy, he's like, it's kind of touch and go right now. I'm like, okay, so, are we still doing the election? He's like, I think so. We go to the election committee room. There's a whole bunch of people. Oh, I'm the delegate from Hawaii. I'm the delegate from North Dakota. I'm the delegate from South Dakota. We're all here to help work on the election. I'm like, you guys seem awfully, confident that this is going to happen, I guess. That's great. Here's where the real canary in the coal mine was.
Oh, boy.
When they took us to go get, our lanyards and badges to say that we were, contracted staff.
Yeah, because you work here,
right? The staffers working the registration desk were wearing shirts that said, blah, 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 union, authorized to strike. Guys, I don't think the election's gonna happen. I think they're going to go on strike. They have printed shirts that say that they're ready to strike.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how this is...
You're pretty far ready to strike when you have the printed material ready, right?
Yeah, and also, if you're printing shirts for it, and I mean, not, just, they didn't just draw on these. These were, there were a variety of professionally printed shirts for their strike.
Yeah, they were,
somebody should have been able to tell us, which the only reason that I can determine that we didn't get, like, that we still had to fucking go is because they intentionally blindsided the fucking convention and the union to fuck them extra hard so that we actually had to come and in the middle of their election that we were conducting, fuck them over so that they had to pay us and they didn't get their fucking thing accomplished, which is a fucking wild move to do. It has literally never happened since I've been working at this company or before. Never has there been a moment in the middle of an election where a strike has happened for another union inside of the union that then breaks the union and they have to go, I guess you gotta go home. And we're just like, okay, I guess we go home.
Hey,
so I
did
spent
you at least before you left the convention, did you at least get some free swag along the way, right? You're like, hey,
I got a free lanyard.
Hey, if they were handing out T-shirts,
I got a lanyard
with like ready to strike. Did you ask them? Hey, yeah, I'll join you. Hey, can I get a T-shirt? Can I get a T-shirt too? Right?
I wish I should have. Oh God, I should have done that. But like, right? Hold on. Let me just put this picture into the chat. This is. I didn't take a picture of it right before. Like, when it was still full, because I was in a different room. But this is the entire space just completely fucking cleared out. Like, it just... They had this whole thing set up with the idea that it was going to be from, like, 8:30 to noon, they were going to have voting. And by 9:47 or something, it was like, cut it, shut everything down, we're going home, nothing works. Man. It's all... And so... we got lunch.
Oh man, those are good poster boards. You should at least take those poster boards home. Right? You can find them.
But I don't want poster boards. We got enough cardboard in my fucking office as it is. We went and got lunch at the fucking Philly market, and then like we had to wait another like 2 hours to see if they were really like committing to the bit on like striking, which they 100% were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, because I asked my boss, like, when we closed up stuff at, like, 9:30 or whatever, and I went, so do we just go home now? And he's like, I don't know, we gotta ask our guy. I'm like, what's gonna happen? They just went on strike. It's not like they're gonna fix all those problems in the next 2 hours.
You're like, let's see how far they take this bit, right?
Yeah, let's see how far they take this bit. And I'm like, okay, so we get lunch, I come back to my hotel room, and I just sit there and go, I'm just gonna go to sleep until this shit fucking sorts itself out. And at like 3:20 something in the afternoon, my boss finally calls me and goes, yeah, I guess he says that we can go home, they're done, they're wrapping up.
They're actually, no way.
I'm like, you could have, I could have left 3 hours ago. I could have left 4 hours ago. This shit was clearly not gonna be gonna fucking happen. So then I just had to buy I wrote the Joe Biden special, the Excella Express, and I got home so fucking fast after that. I literally ran like I said, the train station's only a quick 30 minutes in the blazing heat advisory sun from the hotel. Fuck a taxi. I just grabbed my shit and fucking hoofed it all the way over to the fucking train. Just landed in there in a pool of sweat and went, take me home, I don't want to be here anymore. Fuck this city, I'm down, I'm out, I gotta go. And then, yes, this just brings back, though, I was really expecting, they also waited until the last minute to fuck over the union because President Joseph Robinette Biden was going to speak there at that time, which I was like, I have a sinking suspicion that he's trying to do that because he's just fucked up a debate, and then they fully, cock-blocked them and went, no, we're shutting your whole shit down. Nope, Sleepy Joe can't come over here. We don't want you guys to hang out. You're being shitty. Your union is being shitty to our union, so we're gonna stop your union. It was... And all of this is to say, I didn't get to do anything on my fucking 4th of July. I spent less than 24 hours in fucking Philly, and that's it.
But you took the train ride home, right?
I took a train ride up, spent the night in a hotel, ate some food, ate at a fucking cheesecake factory, woke up at 6 in the goddamn morning to go do some work, and by 9:35 or whatever, the work that I was there to do was canceled. and I just had to kind of sit there and twiddle my thumbs and wait to go home like a fucking kid that got left at the fucking school because his parents didn't pick him up.